What is up, y'all? It's BWADE. I'm going to hit you with 4 of my favorite picks for college football. Conference championship Saturday coming up. I hit you guys with some picks for Friday night. Those games are going on right now. I'm not sure how they turned out, but I'll walk you through these picks, the analysis, explain to you why I like these picks, why I put my money on them. But of course, guys, this is still gambling. This is just my analysis of what I like. And so always bet responsibly. There's no guarantees here. As always, guys, I appreciate y'all. I'm so happy for y'all's support. Happy to be back. I'm going to get into these in a moment. And look, if you guys want to jump in VIP, we've had guys crushing it in VIP, sending screenshots over in DMs and Instagram. Like, I love to see it. That's why we do this. If you want to get in VIP, there's 2 ways for you to jump in. Really easy. You either sign up using code BWADE. You'll get 80% off. It'll cost you $10 for a week of picks. Try it out. You'll get all of our game picks along with a ton more player props that you can use for parlays and stuff. The other option, sign up with either of these apps I'm talking about in this video here tonight. It's going to be Onyx or Sleeper. Onyx, you sign up using code BWADE. Just deposit $10 and they give you $100 for free to play with. Put in 10, you get 100. It's a great deal. The other option, Sleeper, use code BWADE. They give you $20 up front to play with for free before you even make a deposit, and they'll double that first deposit up to 100. Sign up with either. Send me a screenshot on Instagram. I hook you up with the free week of VIP. It's a win-win. You get free money and the free picks. And then, of course, we do a giveaway every single month on this channel for an autographed jersey. We're doing a signed SGA jersey this month. All you have to do to be entered is subscribe to this channel, like this video, and drop a comment. If Alfredo Rodriguez, you won the signed Justin Jefferson jersey for the month of November, hit us up on Instagram so we can get your address and send that out to you. If I don't hear from you by Sunday, we will have to pick a new winner because someone's getting that jersey. Let's start getting into some picks, though. All right, so I'm starting out with one of the smaller conference championship games. The next 3 picks are all going to be from the Big Ten championship, but I'm starting out with Brock Lowry because I really like this pick. We're going over 81.5 rushing yards. He is the quarterback, but you look, and early in the season, right, they started out 0-3. They lost 23-6, they lost 33-30, and then they got crushed by Illinois 38-0. He wasn't rushing the ball much, and then he started getting some rush attempts in. They started winning. That is the secret to their success, is getting Brock Lowry running the ball, scrambling, and so I expect them fully to do that here in this game. They did play Miami, Ohio just a couple weeks ago. He had 92 rushing yards in that game, so he's playing them again here. I like him to get over 81.5 rushing yards. Everything points to him going over this. He's hit it now in, 7 straight games. So like this one, Brock Lowry over 81.5. And then I'm rocking with Bo Jackson over 74.5. This kid is a dog. You look at his rush attempts, just continued to increase, right? In this game against Michigan, which Ohio State came out and finally Ryan Day got a win against Michigan. 4 straight losses. They got the W. Indiana's rush defense has been super tough, but that's also been because they've been blowing teams out, and so teams have had to air the ball out. So it's kind of hard to determine how great their rush defense really is, but I think with the amount of touches Bo Jackson's been getting, with that number continuing to rise, hitting this in the last 5 straight games, averaging over 100 yards per game in the last 5. And he put up 117 against Michigan, right? They were ranked 13th for rush defense. So not a huge difference between Indiana and Michigan's rush defense. Michigan has a solid D-line. I like Bo Jackson getting over 74.5 here. I think he probably breaks one as well. So lock in those 2 in. Brock Lowry over, Bo Jackson over. Lock it in. You'll see that slip on the screen here. We're getting just about 2.9x for this on Sleeper. Tell you guys almost every video about this app. Love it. They give us tons of different player props to pick from. They have all the different sports, lots of different promos. We're getting a 50% that we can use on anything, 70% for MMA this weekend. I think another 70% profit boost for college football, and a great sign-up bonus. When you sign up using code BWADE, they are going to give you $20 for free before you even make a deposit. So you can try the app out, see if you like it. Use the free $20. And they'll still double your first deposit up to $100. So it's a win-win. And when you send me that screenshot of your first deposit, I'll hook you up with the free week of VIP. I don't really see a downside. Tap in with that. And then also, don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment so you get entered to win that signed SGA jersey. Let's get into some more picks. Taking Julian saying over 1.5 passing touchdowns. This kid has been immaculate this year, and I think Ohio State lets him cut loose a little bit, especially because he hasn't had that opportunity to have like a Heisman moment, right? People keep saying they haven't had enough competition for him to really step up and have that moment. I think this is one of those games where he can have that moment and step up. I think they let him cut loose, especially against an Indiana team that can also put some points up. So I like Julian saying to get at least 2 passing touchdowns here. He's done it in 9 out of 12 games this year. Of course, this game is kind of for Ohio State and Indiana. Like Ohio State played Texas early in the first game of the season. Indiana played Oregon, and that was way earlier in the season. This is, for all intents and purposes, like the first serious challenge that they're both going to have, at least in the last month and a half. And so I like Julian saying to cut loose, grab at least 2 passing touchdowns. And then Fernando Mendoza, over 19.5 rushing yards. I think Ohio State brings a lot of pressure, and he ends up getting out scrambling for at least 20 yards. You look, he scrambled, 4 or more times in all but 2 games this year. One was Purdue because they won 56-3. Absolutely no reason to scramble. One was against, Kent State, Kennesaw, one of those 2. He rushed 3 times because they won 56-9, right? So it was 2 blowouts where he rushed less than 4 times. Every other time he's rushed at least 4 times in the game. And longest rush average is 13. So if he can get a 12 or 13 yard rush and then just grab a couple more scrambles for 2 to 5 yards, I like him to grab 20. I'm taking Fernando Mendoza over 20 yards here. This is going to be a contested game. He's going to have to, scrap and fight for every single thing. So Julian saying over 1.5 passing touchdowns, Fernando Mendoza over 19.5 rushing yards, and then I'm taking Ohio State just to win outright. Indiana's look great, but I don't see Ohio State losing this game. They have so much talent. Both those wide receivers are back. Carnell Tate, Jeremiah Smith, maybe the 2 best wide receivers in general in college football right now. And Julian Sain's been playing great. Bo Jackson's on. It's going to be tough for Indiana to match that. So rocking with Ohio State as well, just taking the money line straight up. You'll see that slip on the screen here. It's plus 286. That's pretty much almost a 3.9x multiplier. Put 100 down to win 386. Put this in on Onyx, y'all. Onyx has one of the best sign-up bonuses out there right now. Sign up with just using code BWADE. You put just $10 on there. They give you $100 for free to play with. Easy money. And you can play games, spreads, money lines, over-unders, along with tons of different props. Pair it together however you want. Tons of different sports you can play. Really like this app. It's newer, but it's available in almost every single state so that you can bet on a full sports book and take the player props. Check it out. You get $100 for just $10. If you're short on cash, that is an easy way to come up. And when you send me the screenshot, I'll hook you up with a free week of VIP. So whether you check out Sleeper, Onyx, or any of the other apps below in the description, they all have great sign-up bonuses, guys. It is an easy way to capitalize and increase your bankrolls, just taking advantage of sign-up bonuses. And when you send me the screenshot from a deposit on any of them, when you use my promo code, I'll hook you up with the free week of VIP. So tap in, do that, and then don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment so you get entered to win that signed SGA jersey, guys. Really do appreciate y'all. I'm so happy to be back. And, of course, let's get this fucking bread.